position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him! And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Working that left side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Looking to throw again. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, the ground game. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. board remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field, but the gamble paid off.
And what is this? They're setting up the punt on 1st down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff to the lone back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a game of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Find some fresh air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The toss sweep to the right. Slithers into space. Turning it on. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Bulldog offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the running back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Third down play from the gun. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Dogs pick up the 1st down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field. You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll send the back in motion. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Motion from the back. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They have some time here late in the half. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Now, I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Now on the move. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Dogs moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab deep. Finds some room. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. At the 45 on its way. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Turns it loose. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Brings up third down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Sweet cut there. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Listen, that play didn't work great, but you keep the defense honest, right? Make sure they know, listen, you better stay home. You better stop getting aggressive and trying to run this direction, or else we're going to continue to run the misdirection the other way.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out to the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. What
a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Gives it on the option. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he's going to bring it out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give out of the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him with a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail and that wide receiver comes back and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. There he goes. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Will run the offense out onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The corners are walked up tight. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Toss to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing it straight.
Get it out on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Fights off a defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Playing the option man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Off play action. Steps away to find some room. Looking left. He's got an open man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Right on the money. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got it right where you want it.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll leave it with him. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. This place is alive, and they love to force this offense into another mistake. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll set up to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cobb. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
To make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. give to the back. Knocked off his feet. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to throw on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week, looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Gets the back moving. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time it's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And the Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Gets him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
LSU.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.